So, old President Joe Biden says that female athletes deserve the same amount of pay as the male counterparts. Does this much got to do with Caitlin Clark coming in? Makes you wonder. You know, women don't get paid the same amount as men. It's known in America, and white men get paid more than anybody. What they gonna do about it? The medium income is wide. So what makes what Caitlin Clark all of a sudden make him wake up? The bottom line is women don't even support the WNBA, let alone men. It's not really seen as a happening league. Hasn't had any appeal. The agenda to make Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese maybe the bird and magic agenda, I don't know. Now, if we were going by the NCAA women's championship this past year, and put Caitlin Clark to the burner because I'm tired of hearing about Snow White all the time. You had South Carolina undefeated with Don Staley. They were undefeated, won the chip. LSU was the champion last year with Angel Reese. Compelling. Connecticut. You had 4 compelling women's stories. The men's wasn't interested. So if you use that logic, I'd say yes. Because with the pay scales with women's basketball, especially in college, it's been far more interesting than the men's. No one cares about the men's who gets drafted top or nothing. When they started getting guys from overseas or supplemental drafts or what have you, the NBA, the only now because of maybe the Bronny James thing, when he's not even on the first 2 days of this TV switch, just keeping 100. There is no compelling person that's in the men's side. So if you use that logic, women's basketball has been more entertaining, been more compelling, more storyline. But we don't live in a just society. And before you be bringing people in from other countries, why don't you give them the money? Why don't you put the money into the investment to the WNBA? Why don't you have some exhibitions with the WNBA and the NBA, especially for the All-Star game? How about that? Take your best 12, their best 12, and have an All-Star game. Or what you do, mix them up. Put the women on the East, women on the West with the men. Why not? Why didn't you think of that, genius? Because you didn't let the WNBA look like a tax write-off. And once you get past a certain era of women's basketball, they haven't been breaking their neck to go watch. So why didn't they think of that? As opposed to having the lousy All-Star weekend, which nobody cares about. G Leaguers winning the dunk contest who can never get to the NBA. It's like a movie of the week. Why? That's what you should do. If you want equal pay, why don't you make equal play? Team them up for All-Star weekend. Not just a token Steph Curry 3-point shootout with someone, but how about actually having them play? Do exhibitions. How about the exhibition season doing that? Stop wasting people's time if you really want the two worlds to collide. Other than that, it's just an empty waste of lip service. But that's what politicians do. Joe Biden, you're not that person, are you? Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like my piece.